Hi everyone, my name is Marilke Paladies, a first-year dentistry student under Section A3. So I am here today defending my exercise prescription. So let us begin. Okay, this is my format, the Annex A exercise prescription. This is the cardiovascular conditioning prescription. So as we can see, it is under my name, which is Morilco Diaz, and the age of 19. So this is the table, which is under the table of the components and the target. So under the components, we have the frequency, we have the intensity, we have a time, and we have a type. So under the target, you can be able to find the answers under the components. So let us begin. Frequency, I will do 3 times a week, and intensity, I have a resting heart rate. So when I woke up in the morning, I test my heart rate, and it um, end up 72 beats per minute. So my heart rate reserve is 64%. Target heart rate is, we came up with this formula, which is the 220, or the constant, minus my age, which is 19, minus my resting heart rate, which is 72, times the heart rate reserve, which is 0.64, plus 72 again with my resting heart rate, equal to 154.56 beats per minute. So it falls under heart rate high interval. So on heart rate low interval, with the formula of 220, the constant, minus my age, which is 19, minus my resting heart rate 72, times 0.32. Why did you came up with 0.32? It is because 0.64 divided by 2, so 0.32. So plus again, my resting heart rate is 72, equals to 113.28 beats per minute. So my birth rate of perceived exertion is 3. In the time, we have the warm-up, we have the stimulus, cool down, and number of cycles. So under the warm-up, I have 5 minutes at low interval, and the stimulus total of 23 minutes, and the cool down, which is 3 minutes and low interval, and the number of cycle, which I have 3, and the type, I do the type of exercises in cardiovascular is jog on place, jumping jacks, and mountain climbers. Just 3, because I guess this 3 will help me to measure my heartbeats while doing cardiovascular endurance. Okay, so this is my format, or the figure that I will do in doing the moderate intensity continuous exercise. We have from the start of a warm-up, which is 5 minutes, until the doing the exercise, which is 20 to 30 minutes, but I will usually do 23 minutes in total of 30 minutes in all. So I have 3 minutes for the what we call it cool down. For the second part, which is the muscular resistance training prescription. So we have the training age, the goal, the volume, the frequency, the sessions or the durations, the warm-up stretch, exercise, and the cool-down stretch. So in my training age, is my age also is 19. So in my goal to improve my core strength, in the volume, I will do moderate, because as a first-time exerciser, I will not engage myself into vigorous activities, because to also to avoid injuries. So I will go to the moderate intensity to prepare my muscles also. So in the frequency, I will do 2 times a week. And my sessions and durations, I will do in a total of 30 minutes, including the warm-up and the cool down. So in the warm-up, I have the shoulder stretch, squat stretch, and the ham stretch. Under the shoulder stretch, I have the durations of 30 seconds, 2 sets, and 1 reps. And in the quad stretch, I have 30 seconds, 2 sets, and 1 reps. In my ham stretch, I will do 30 seconds, 1 sets, and 1 reps. So under the exercise, I have push-ups, squats, planks, lunge, knee push-ups, and step up onto chairs. So I have, in the push-up, I have 3 sets, 6 reps, and the resting time of 1 to 2 minutes with a load of 67% of and 4 RPE. And in my squat, I have 3 sets, 6 reps, and 1 to 2 minutes of rest, and 67% of load, and with the RPE of 4. And in the plank, I have 3 sets, 6 reps, and 1 to 2 minutes of rest, 67% of the load, and 3% of the RPE. So in my lunge, I have 3 sets, 6 reps, 1 to 2 minutes of rest, 67% of load, and 4% of RPE. And in the knee push-up, I have 3 sets, 6 reps, and I have 1 to 2 minutes of rest, 67% of load, and 4 of RPE. And my step-on chair, I have 3 sets, 6 reps, and 1 to 2 minutes of rest with a 67% of load and 4 RPE. So in my cool down, it is the same also to my warm-up stretch. It is the shoulder stretch, quad stretch, and the ham stretch. Shoulder stretch, I will do 30 seconds, 2 sets and 1 reps. In the quad stretch, I will do 30 seconds, 2 sets and 1 reps. And in my ham stretch, I will do 30 seconds, 1 sets and 1 reps also. So these are my, so all in all, these are my plan, my exercise prescriptions. So I choose this type of exercises in the cardiovascular and strengthening. It is because I believe that this exercise will help me to strengthen my core and to have endurance in cardiovasculars, and also to help me to get the goal that I want. So that's all for today. So thank you for watching.